Morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
I hope the screen is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We were discussing margins, and then some part of the image we discussed in the previous class. So let us continue with the image part. So here, see an example first. Let's start from the beginning. So there is a tag which is called as the IMG tag. Stands for the image tag. Here, there is no closing tag for image. Both opening and closing tags will be in the single brackets only. So here, the moment you open it, you can close it also. Now, attribute, there is one very important attribute which is called as source SRC. The importance of this particular attribute is that what image you want to specify, that you can specify over there. Now, the program which I'm executing here, this program is in one particular folder called as temp. So there, whatever images are there, that image I can specify over. That is what c.jpg. Now here, in this case, the moment I specify c.jpg, then it should take up image. Open this. You can see here that c.jpg is added to the our web page. But however, this is not occupying as per our requirement or as per the actual format of the page. Let us see, there are different formats. I can see here as image, IMG tag. Then the first important attribute is the source SRC. Then other attributes are there. So we have got width and then we have got height. First two attributes, let us check out. Width and height. The values can be given either in terms of pixels or in terms of the percentages. So let us give the attributes here. First attribute SRC is given. Then let us give the attribute for width. What I'll do is width is equal to say about 50%. I'll give height is equal to again this 50%. Go to our refresh this, you can see the image gets resized. Instead of percentage, you can give the value in terms of pixels also. Say 400 pixels. Refresh this. You can see the height got changed. I hope you noticed it. In case you didn't notice, I'll change the width part. You can just have a look at this. Instead of 50%, what I'll give is 500 pixels. Since it's a integer value or a numeric value, you need not give it in quotes. So go to this, and then you can specify this. You can see the size. The picture got resized. Increase this, make it 1000 pixels by say 800 pixels. Save this. You can see the size of the image automatically increases. Let us try to fit it here. What we'll do is make this as 1800 and make this as say 500. You can see automatically as and when you want, you can change this. Make this as 1500 and make height as 1000. 1800 to as 800 so that we aligned in a proper way. So it can fit in a proper way. So important attributes. First one is width. Second one is height. Then the border one. see a couple of attributes, then go and change the border. We can give the value. You can see the third attribute is border. You can give the value in terms of numeric 0, 1, 2, something like that. SRC we already have given. It should be the name of the file. Alt S, some text. So for example, here in this case, what we'll do is we'll height we have given, SRC we have used. What was the next attribute? Border. Border is equal to, let us give the value as 1 and check what is the value of the border. How does it display on the screen? You can see here. For that, let me reduce the size of the image so it is easily understandable. This is 400. Let's see here. You can see on the border, one line is drawn. So one black line is drawn on the border of the image. To understand it better, let us increase the size, thickness of the border. Now you can just notice the image, the border thickness will automatically be increased. So you can see the thickness of the border reduces. By default, the border thickness is 0. By default, the border thickness is 0, or you need not include it. In case if you want the image to be very prominently seen, then you can include a border. So that is the next attribute. Then there is another attribute, it's alt. Now what this alt does is, this displays a text in case if the image is not displayed. Now let us include one particular image which does not exist there. Now I'll say c1.jpg. So here what will happen is that image does not exist. Instead of that, the alt text will be displayed. Image of C. That is the use of the alt text. Then you have got align, v-align, and then edge space. As you can interpret from this one, I'll take the value here. Say align is equal to, there are a couple of values. Center is one particular value. You can see in the PPT, left, right, or center. So any three values you can give for align. I'll give the value as center. The image here now. See. Let us see how does it display. This will be the center. Then this will be the left alignment. Let us give right and check. Right alignment. So this will be the right alignment of this. This alignment would be in the center of. By default, the center value is being taken on the left side of the. Yeah, what we can do is put this. See here, the center value is not supported. You can have the left and the right. Sometimes spellings can also be a cause of this. So the values will be left and right. Similarly, you have got a vertical alignment. Instead of align, let me use the V align value. The values are top and bottom. So go to this and then use the bottom because I think probably it is at top right now. It's already at the top. Let us give the value as bottom. And check whether the values bottom of the screen. Again, some of the values may be selected, some of the values cannot be selected. Yeah. Then there is one particular part called as the horizontal space around the image. You can give the values in the now numerical values. Similarly, the vertical space. And sometimes you want to name the image. Suppose if you are using, say, about 5 to 6 images in your program, then you can name the image. You can give the ID value of the image for identification, image 1, image 2, or something like that. You can identify the style of the image. We'll come to this one in the third unit, that is CSS, cascading style sheets. How to give the style for the title of the. Now, as you have seen, yeah, a couple of properties, the property values are not supported by the browser. Now, HTML current version, HTML5, it keeps on varying. So from version to version, sometimes the values may be supported. The values may not be. There is another possibility. What you have done. Suppose in case if you want an image which is not in the same folder, then you can give a path of that particular. For example, here, let me include an image. Which is in another folder. So, you want to include an image in another folder. What you can do is you can specify the path. Now, earlier, in the first example, first case, the image and the program were in the same folder. Here there is a image called as woods.jpg, which is in the me folder of E drive. So you are supposed to give the path of that particular image. See, now what happens is path is not being taken over here. Check with this. See, sometimes this happens. The path remains same, but it is supported in one browser, it is not supported in the other. So for example, here, the same program I'm running, HTML marq tag. See the path also, where the program is there, marq.html. I'm running this in the Firefox, it is not obtaining the image. I'm running the same program in the other browser, that is Chrome. It is executing. Now let me run the same program in Internet Explorer. Explorer also is taking that particular. It happens sometimes. There's no need to worry about this. So suppose in case if you don't get the output, what you can do is you can just try out with some other browser. So you can give the path of the image and it will take that particular. Understood this? Any doubts here?
No, sir.
Yeah, let me run with this. Understood, this image tag is very important from an examination point of view also. Otherwise also, you can expect 5 marks question or say 2 marks question or a part of the 10 marks question. 5 marks in a 10 marks question. Now, what you're supposed to remember is the important, what is the image, how do you use the important attributes of the. Now, if it is asked for 5 marks, then you're supposed to first give the definition of image tag, syntax of the image tag, and then in a table list out the properties of the image tag. As we give the notes, all those things will be there in the notes as well. But without notes also, you can easily remember and you can easily write the answer for the image tag. Except typically the question will be something like this: explain the image tag and its properties. So what is the most important property of the image tag? SRC, because if you are including an image, suppose specify which image you want to have. So SRC is the source of that particular image. So give SRC, then you can have width, height, border. Alt is for the text which will be displayed in case if the image cannot be displayed. Align is there, V align is there. If you remember 5, that would be more than sufficient. If you want, you can remember others also. ID, style, ID, style, and title. Name. These 4 properties are the common properties for almost all the tags. So you can use those properties. Any doubts here? Vaishnavi, any doubts?
No doubt, sir.
Who is Vaishnavi Gurav and Vaishnavi Ji both are same?
Yes, sir.
I
Yes, sir.
got 2 logins of yours. One is Vaishnavi Gurav, one is Vaishnavi Ji. Okay, okay, fine, fine. Tanishta, you there?
Yes, sir.
Rohan,
Yes, sir.
understanding? Any doubts here?
No, sir.
So shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Some of the examples of the image tag which we have seen. You can see the source attribute is there, alt attribute is there, width is there, height is there, border is there, align, and then title. You can give the title also. It will give the title. Okay. The next one is again a very, very important tag, which is called as the anchor tag, which is also called as the hyperlink tag. Hyperlink tag is something like that. I'll use here only. Okay. It is something for providing the basic essence of web pages, the basic essence of hyperlinked pages, what we discussed in the beginning of the first unit. So if you want to provide a link from one particular web page to the other web page, then you can use hyperlinked web page. Use the hyperlinks. So this is very, very important part of this. Of that hyperlink is called as the anchor tag. Again, a short question in examinations. What is a anchor tag, which is denoted by T? Now, for example, I want to say open Google. So how can I provide a link to Google? First one is google.co.in. Right? So we want to provide a link for this one. So what we'll do is, as usual, we're supposed to give an attribute. There is an attribute called as href, hypertext reference. Now href, and then you're supposed to give a link here. What is the typical address of this one? www.google.co.in. I'll just I'll say here, click here to open Google. Right. So now what will happen is, this is our program. So check out this. This text will be displayed with the underline, and then if we click on that one, it will take us to this particular web page. That is how the hyperlink works. From I can see, you'll get a hyperlink here. Click here to open. The moment you do that particular thing. So here, what it is doing is, it is searching Google in the temporary location. So what I'll do is just okay, I'll remove this www. I'll just simply say google.co.in. If it doesn't work out, then we have to give the full address. You can see it is not In such case, when it doesn't take the other tabs. Yeah. What is the full this one HTTP? Yes. Slash www.google.co.in. Yes. Let us try to give this particular address and check whether this works. You can see here, it automatically took you to the Google website. So you can give the full address in case if the partial address doesn't work out. You can give any website address name, it will automatically take you to that one. Now let us ccbgm.org. So save this. Also, we are giving a wrong text here. Go back to our program, refresh this. Although the link we have given as open, it will open what? gccpgm.org because we have given gccpgm.org. So you can just change the display text. Okay. Now here, what will happen? Refresh this. You can see, click here to open the OK website. The moment you click on that one, it will go to that particular. So that is the basic part of this. Okay, understood? Any doubts here? How to open a hyperclick reference, hyperlink? Give a hyperlink. Just pay attention to what values we are giving here. I'm introducing one more attribute here, target, and then I'm giving this as what? Underscore click. So I'll go there, close the previous one, and then click over here. Did you notice what is the difference? I'll once again do this. Okay, let's remove this, save this without the target attribute, run our program. Okay, let me close the previous two windows, previous two tabs, and then click on this one. It opened with gccpgm.org. Okay, close this once again here. What I'll do is I'll give this particular attribute called as target. Target is equal to underscore click. Once I do this, once again run this, go to Chrome, let us go to Chrome and then click on this. So this is cpgm.org open. Did anybody notice what was the difference between having a target attribute and not having a target attribute? Did anyone notice? Nobody? Okay, I'll once again I'll do this. Once again, everybody pay attention carefully and check what is the difference. You just let me know. Now we are running with target underscore click. Target is equal to underscore click. Run this. Okay. Now click on this. This is cpgm.org opens. Close this and remove the target attribute. Its value is equal to underscore click. Save this, run this, and open this. Now, can you tell me the difference?
So it is opening in a new tab.
Exactly, very good. Now, the difference is what? Here in this case, if we give, now you can see here, we are running this Chrome. When I click on this one, this is vision.org is opening in the same tab, not in a different tab. You can notice here, click on this one, ccpgm.org is opening in the same tab. But suppose if we give target is equal to underscore link, then what it will do is it will open in the new tab. This is also there. New tab is also there. So that is the use of the target. I can see here there is attribute called as the target attribute, and blank, that is underscore blank, top or parent, and then self. You can see here blank will open in the new window, top and parent in the current tab only, self new page in the current. By default, self will be there. That is one attribute. So other this one are name and ID. Name and ID will be the common attributes. These are the examples of this. We already have seen target, which are here. We use this particular attribute for our program. Now, what I do is you can use the image also over here. Now here, Windows href is what we are opening a site called as tutorials point. Probably you must have heard about this one. Very good website for learning things. Then you have a image tag. Now image tag just now we have seen. The image tag can be inserted inside the anchor tag. So what will happen is it will display a image. Now we can see here. Let me show this thing once again. Okay, now you can see what we have done. First, the opening and closing anchor tag. Then anchor tag contains two properties or attributes: href, the target address you are supposed to give, and then target, open it in the same window. Then inside that one, before closing, we are giving a image. Let us not give the text here because we are giving an image, so no need to give a text over there. Save this. Now, how does this look? Image obviously will not be displayed because we don't have an image. The image will be displayed over here. Click on this, it will take you to the tutorials. You can just learn lots of languages from tutorials. Since we had given target is equal to underscore self, it is opening in the same. Let us try to give some other this one. C dot JPG might not work. C dot JPG is in the image, which is in the same folder. Might not work because IMG we need. You can see it. Sometimes it takes only the GIF images, and you can see the cursor. It is a hyperlink. Now, the moment we click on this one, it will take you to the tutorials point. What I'll do is I'll just reduce the size. How do we reduce the size? Width is equal to 100. Let me give a small this one. Height is equal to 200. Save this again. Run. Get a small image, and then hyperlink is already, instead of text, we have got an image as the hyperlink. The moment you click on this one, it will take you to the website. Considering if you want this to open in other, this one target is equal to, instead of self, let us give it like open in the new tab. The original will be remaining as it is. Got this? Any doubts here?
No, sir.
Everybody
No,
understood
sir.
this? Should I explain this once again? Important time. See here. Once again, I'll show you this so you can easily understand how the anchor tag is given. Step by step, let us see. Open the anchor tag and then good habit is to close this immediately. Provide a hyperlink. Let us see. W3 schools. Again, this is a very good website to learn HTML and other things. So how to go to the how to provide a hyperlink to W3 schools? href, use the href attribute. Yes. Double slash W3 schools.com. Let us have www dot also close this. Run this, you will have this. So it will take you to the W3 schools. Okay, fine. Close this. So we want this to be in a different tab. So use the target attribute. Target is equal to underscore. Use the value as blank. This will open in a new tab. So open this. Now you can see W3 schools. Click on this one. It will open it. Original will be here. It will open in a new tab. Again, close this. Now, instead of displaying the text, what we can do is with the image, what we saw in the previous example. The next line. So what I'm going to do here is instead of displaying a text, just add a image tag over here. Fine. Then what is the most important attribute of image tag? Source. See what was the image that we had in our folder c.cpg. If you want other images, you can give the path and you can set this. Now give the width is equal to say 50. Specify the height. Height is equal to. Let us give height also. Image. It's the image of C. For W3 schools. This particular hyperlink. In case if the image is not being displayed, then that it will show this particular text. This particular text is shown only if the image is not being. So you can see here one image is there, and then if you click on the image, it will go to W3 text. So in case if the image is not there, we'll give some image which is not there. C2 which doesn't exist over there. And let us see what happens. So you can see image doesn't exist, so you can say click for W3 schools. So size, let us increase this. Say height also to 100, so that our text is visible over there. So the image is not visible, whatever text you have specified in art, still but hyperlink will work. Image might not be displayed because it is not there in the current folder. Click on this one. It will take you to W3 schools. Understood? Any doubts here? Couple of minutes remain. You can enter your attendance. And in case if you have any doubts, you can ask. Okay. Anchor tag is one of the important tags. Definitely, you can expect a question on this. And remember the attributes of the anchor tag and most important attributes you're supposed to remember. Now, for example, here HREF is the very important attribute. Now, again, by one question, explain the most important attribute of the anchor tag. It should not happen that you explain all the attributes except HREF. Because without HREF anchor tag, there's no use. Similarly, for image tag, IMG tag, the most important attribute is the source, SRC. So remember to tell those important attributes first. The attributes which are specific to that particular tag. For example, HREF is attribute is specific to this anchor tag. Target attribute is specific to this particular anchor tag. Apart from this one, you can have the ID tag also, which is common for all the tags. You can have the name tag also, which is common. You can name these also, but don't forget to name the important. I hope you understood the image tag, you understood the anchor tag. Any doubts here?
No doubts.
So remaining part of the anchor tag will continue in the next class.